So the countdown to this year's World Cup is well and truly on as 32 nations combine to create the greatest sporting spectacular on the bloody planet. But in this video, I'm going to try and answer you one simple question. Can Denmark win this year's World Cup? That's right, folks, back once again with another World Cup summary video. That's right, where we're going to try and answer one simple question. Can this nation actually go out and win the World Cup out in Qatar? We'll take a look at it, all of it, in a second. Of course, if you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button, bang it, all things World Cup related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football itself related. We got it all here, boys, under one roof. Of course, the countdown is well and truly on, with the tournament set to kick off in November 2022, of course. But what's going to happen this coming World Cup? We'll take a look at all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. And if you are interested in helping out the channel in another way, check out the links down below. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Twitch, I'm on Patreon, and of course there's a Discord in there. So get in amongst it and let's get chatting. All right, let's take a look at the Danes. That's right, Denmark, of course, back into another World Cup over in Qatar. They, of course, qualified as Group F winners in a very, very difficult kind of group. Take a look at it. Take a look at the group down below, of course, with the likes of Moldova, Faroe Islands, Austria, of course, they're a very difficult team. Austria, Israel made themselves very, very competitive in this league again. The Scots, though, were the dark horses, of course, getting themselves to a playoff. But, of course, fortunately, they didn't go any further than that. But the Danes came through, 27 points, 4 points clear of Scotland, with just one defeat to their name. That one defeat, I'm trying to find it, was against the Scots over in Scotland as well. So, of course, they qualified as Group F winners, secured the deal on the 12th of October 2021. This is their 6th tournament as a whole for the nation. Of course, have some continental success, winning the Euros in 1992. So hopefully they can be competitive in this year's tournament once again. Last time around, they were, of course, were there in Russia in 2018. And again, the Danes are a team that you don't want in the knockout stages, of course. For them, of course, they've got to get out of this group first. It's a very, very difficult group up against, of course, the world champions France. We'll elaborate on the group in a second. Of course, 2018 was the last. This is their back-to-back tournaments for them. They weren't at Brazil, according to my knowledge. Their best ever, though, was in 1998, of course, in an era where the Danes were pretty decent, of course, winning the European Championship in 1992. Of course, a lot of the faces, the Laudrups, the Schmeichels, and all that kind of stuff were still there in 1998. So they were, of course, key part of the Danish backbone there. Of course, manager these days is Kasper Hulsmann. He is, of course, the key, the man pulling the strings, and of course, the key man on the pitch is, of course, the returning Christian Eriksen. And of course, we all remember the Euros, absolute heartbreaking scenes, but of course, great stuff from the guys in the stadium, and of course, and great fight and determination by Christian Eriksen, and of course, the support he received from not only the Danish national team but the world, the eyes that were watching around the world. So great to see him back, and of course, he is pulling the strings not only for Manchester United but also Denmark. So he's going to be monumental as well moving forward. Let's take a look at the group. Then this is Group Death, not the Group Death. Group D is it's not the Group of Death. I think this is a group that could easily be a nice, straightforward passage for Denmark. I say that with bated breath. Each and every one of these groups, there's the potential for an upset. And again, looking at this, I do think it's a 3-horse race for 2 spots, and I think the French will be one of those. I do think the Danes and the Australians could go either way. And again, I don't want to say that Australia are comparable to that of Denmark. I do think there is a gulf in quality. And again, we'll talk about the key match. Should we talk about the key match right here, right now? It is against Australia. And again, when I say that's the key match, and I try to compare the two squads of the 2 nations on a footballing spectrum here. If they were to play 100 times, I'm sure the Danes would come out 60% winners across the 100 matches. So I think they'll win 60 of them, and of course maybe Australia will win 20 or 30 of them, and there might be some draws in amongst it as well. So realistically, the Danes should have too much quality there. They are a thoroughbred, that's a power word, of European football. They're in the top 8 of European giants in my eyes. And of course, if we were to have another European Championship today, they would be in the top 6 once again. So I feel that the Danes are a superior nation in regards to footballing tradition, quality, experience, and know-how. And again, when you put them in the mix in this group, realistically, they should come out at least second behind a French team that, again, there's some surprises going to happen at this World Cup. Could this be the group that has the surprise? Could we see the French suffer from the jinx, of course, of the World Cup and crashing out in the group stage? You know what? There is potential for that to be seen here, with, of course, Denmark and Australia potentially taking points off French, and, of course, seeing them tumble out. So if maybe there was a side bet to be had on this one and put the French to crash out in the group stages. But realistically, I do think they're going to be in the mix for that runners-up spot. And again, the must-win game is the final game between these two sides. It will all brought down to November 30th. Australia against Denmark, and I think the winner of that game will go through to the knockout stages, whether as group winners or runners-up. Yes, indeed. But of course, the Danes will kick us off against Tunisia. Again, a game that they must win. They must win that game. They must get off to a flyer. And again, they should be winning that game at the grand scheme of things. But again, first game nerves can be the make or break of a nation, and it could be the make or break of a tournament for a country. So getting off to a flyer against the Tunisian side, who have got nothing to lose. They're going to come here. They're expected to be propping up the table, I imagine, but the Danes will have it all to do. Then they have the free hit against the French. They're expected to lose that game, and then they'll wrap it up against a must-win game against Australia for me. 4 points, I think, is the order of the day. 4 points, and you've got a credible chance to get through to those knockout stages and beyond. So to qualify for the next stage, the Danes are 7-4. That's strong odds. That's very, very good odds for them to win the group, or to win the whole pissing thing. 28-1 to lift the trophy at the end of it. So what is if Linda's there and ready, what are the questions you got for me, Linda?
Can they win the World Cup?
Can they win the World Cup? I can say yes. They can win the World Cup. I say that with a smile on my face. They can. Why do I say that? Let's turn the clock back, of course, to 2018 in Russia, and we had a final, a bizarre World Final, which never really was on anyone's agenda. The French, of course, who were successful, but Croatia were alongside them in the final. Yes, Denmark can win this, of course. If it was a straight-up final, any final, if they make it to a final, they have the ability to win this World Cup. And again, getting out of this group, whether it is a second place or as winners, and again, they can win this group. And if they are to win this group, they are likely to get a favourable tie in the second round, and who knows, we saw it last time out in Russia. The bracket can work out favourably for one nation or another, and again, I think Denmark could land a lucky draw and of course progress further and further in the tournament. So yes, they can win it. They've got the capabilities, they've got the players, they've got the experience, of course, but have they got the goal scoring ability? They've got Poulsen, of course. They've got the guy, matey boy, my mate, his name escapes me right now, formerly of Nice. He might be playing there still. He had his watch stolen by Belletti, allegedly. But anyway, they've got the players, but have they got enough?
Will they win the World Cup?
Will they win the World Cup? Well, to be honest with you, that is a very, very it's a difficult question, and I'm going to have to put my money on one team and one team only to win this World Cup. It's not going to be the Danes, unfortunately. I do think they're going to cause some problems, and I think they could rattle a few cages in this group and come out as group winners. So I'm definitely saying they're out of this group. They're going to get out of this group. But believe in me, Danes. Believe in me. They're going to get out of this group. And I also think they're going to get to at least the quarterfinal stages in my eyes. So I think they're going to be there or thereabouts. And again, get to the quarterfinals, who knows? That will equal their best in 1998. So quarterfinal berth for me, for Denmark, on this one. So there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. A short, sharp take on this nation's chances out in Qatar 2022. What do you expect this country will do in this year's tournament? Do you think they'll get out of the group stages, or do you think they'll go deep, deep, deep into the competition itself? Let me know your opinion down below. And of course, we'll look forward to non-stop coverage right here at Blackburn Overseas. We're going to have, of course, predictions, previews, reviews, reactions, and of course, reactions from real fans themselves, of course. So that's all to look forward to this year out in Qatar 2022. So make sure you smash your subscribe, smash the thumbs up, and smash the little bell, boys and girls, as we look forward to a fantastic winter, or at least late 2022 of world football. Let me know your thoughts and opinions again about this nation, and of course the tournament itself, in the comment section. But until then, guys and girls, I'll see you soon for the next one.